And without further ado, here are our contestants. Give them a big hand.
Playing in the red circle, it's player one.
And in the blue square, it's player two.
Player three is our yellow star today.
And finally, player four is in the green hexagon. They really look like they're up for it, Ted.
They are ready and raring to go, Paige. So what type of show are we making today?
Strap yourselves in for non-stop action because we're doing a mini-game rush show.
In Minigame Rush, folks either play a set of cunningly curated minigames,
Or our contestants can build their own set for a precision-tailored experience.
if it's that second one, I probably have time to get more snacks, right? Oh, they picked my set of minigames. Do I get a bonus?
No, but it does mean you can't get fired today.
So, Paige, what are they playing for today?
This! I said this! Thanks. This utterly unique, one-of-a-kind, never-gonna-be duplicated trophy of victory! So there's just one more thing to do, Ted.
Players, let the mayhem commence! Get ready to enter the digital world of the Prime Empire from Ninjago.
And then immediately try to escape from it.
You'll face many different challenges, but there's only one first place.
So who will claim it in Stop, Drop, and Side Scroll?
Wow, the set builders have really captured the look of Stop, Drop, and Side Scroll from Season 12 of Ninjago.
Okay, well, don't tell me what happens in the episode. I'm only up to Season 11.
Still? I lent you the DVDs a year ago.
And what's the final challenge today?
They'll be trying to avoid stepping on the falling floors and by and large failing. Oh, player two, this is terrible.
Good news, Ted. The gravity's still working.
We have our first player over the finish line. Oh, wow, that was even more exciting than the episode.
So let's roll credits and hand out some studs.
There's our first result screen. Just look at all those numbers and words. I wonder if they mean anything. I guess we'll never know.
It's the game where players have to protect priceless vases from the other players.
And if you play like me, from themselves as well.
So who's ready to pummel some porcelain? Because this is Museum Mayhem.
2, 1, go! Maybe the museum wouldn't be so angry with us if...
Player 3's vase is a goner.
Oh, you can really see why the museum keeps asking us to stop playing this year. Look at player 2!
That's the second vase reduced to rubble. Well,
And that smash means we have our losing vase.
and more importantly, our winning player. Let's go look at the results.
And player 1 wins top prize.
And that is their second win in a row. I'd say that makes them the one to watch, people. And by watch, I mean gang up on and take down next time.
Are you ready for a full throttle ride by seat of your pants dirt bike scramble?
Players compete to race as far as they can, as fast as they can.
All without landing on their head or getting left behind. It's time for Dirt Bike Dash.
And we have a go!
How about we take the bikes out for a race after the show?
If you think you're up to the challenge, Ted.
Oh, I think I'm more than capable, Paige. I'll just need a few minutes to move the stabilizers across from my push bike first.
Player 3!
And with only one player left racing, we're calling this one. Finish!
And player 2 is our winner.
Oh, but bad luck to player 1, huh?
Yes, it looks like we finally found a game they aren't so hot at.
Indeed, and with that, their reign of terror is finally at an end.
Team 1, you're in purple. Team 2, you're in orange. Get ready to work in teams of 2 to hoard as many bricks as you can before time runs out.
Whichever team has the most bricks when the clock runs out wins the game.
So who will triumph in the brick hoarding game of battling bulldozers? We'll only find out by playing Peacekeepers.
All this pushing and shoving, it's like a buffet down there.
Aren't you meant to queue at buffets, Ted?
And miss out on the cocktail wieners?
And there is bomb number 2.
Double the trouble, twice the fun.
Unless it ends up in your end of the arena.
But who would let that happen?
And there's another bomb to mix things up.
We've really put the cat amongst the pigeons, haven't we? Except instead of a cat, it's a...
Time's up. Plug your ears, everyone.
Now let's see who built on their success over in the results area.
So how do you feel this game's going?
Strangely, it's going exactly as I imagined, right down to the tiniest detail. There's a worrying possibility that I might actually be a psychic. If one of the players turns into a tomato in the next 2 seconds, we'll know for sure.
So?
Nope, turns out I'm normal.
No, I don't know about that. It's Shuttle Run, and we have stranded our players in space again.
We're so clumsy. The good news is they each have thrusters.
The bad news is we put them on backwards.
But if they can figure that part out, then I'm sure they'll get through the asteroid belt just fine. Go!
Oh no! Somebody got pushed off course by the asteroids and is gone!
Player 1 is the first player through the door and is already eating the in-flight peanuts.
Okay, we've done a head count and that's everyone. Except the people who got lost. But that's on them.
Go! Ooh, that reminds me. I'm due for my space tourism trip soon. We're going to the moon.
How could you afford that?
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. Although I managed to get 50% off by only buying a one-way ticket.
First on board again, it's player 1.
Here's our second successful asteroid avoider.
And that's everyone present and correct.
So let's try another round. Go!
Oh no, it's the satellite. Okay, whatever you do, do not crash into it.
Because it'll hurt them?
No, because that's the satellite that carries our TV channel.
Well, that's everyone. It's game over, but we're missing some of our players.
Then let's hope they make it to the results area.
Congratulations, player 1. You take top place.
This is their 3rd win in a row. That's got to be worth something, right?
Yes, I believe they get a free small fries in the studio canteen.
Get ready to settle some scores and score some goals because it's time for the Beautiful Game.
Keep the balls out of your goal and in your opponents, because if you let in too many, then it's full time for you.
Who will take home the trophy and who will just get the boot? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, go! I know they call this the Beautiful Game, but can we just take a moment to appreciate how photogenic our players are, too?
I was just thinking the same thing. This may be the most good-looking episode we've ever done.
Here's hoping I don't miss any of the goals while I'm staring dreamily at everyone.
As you can see, the number of balls on the pitch is really beginning to ramp up now.
I almost don't know where to look. Up decided this. The match is over. All that remains now is to hand out some points.
And figure out which of our players owes us for a new window.
And player one gets the win.
That makes it 3 wins straight. What do you think their secret is, Ted?
They're a vampire.
I meant the secret of their success.
Oh, vampire strength?
Get ready for a head-spinning, sword-throwing game of split-second timing and big point scoring.
Time your throws carefully to get the maximum score, and maybe you too can be a ninja like me.
This is Ninjago training, and before Ted says it, this is not an accurate reflection of how ninjas actually train.
If anyone wants, I'm happy to tell you more about our actual training afterwards.
And that's time, but there's still more to score.
So, Paige, how about I teach you the way of the ninja?
No thanks, Ted. Although I have to admit, the idea of being able to disappear in a puff of smoke does appeal right now.
Go! And that's the end of the so-called training.
You really have got a bee in your bonnet about this round, huh?
And the winner is player one.
Wow, and that is their 3rd consecutive win! So, where does that leave everyone else, Ted?
In second, third, and fourth.
What insight! You're still at the top of your game, Ted.
It's cracking up, the game that's just like skipping a rope.
If you didn't have a rope and had to use massive fleshy tentacles instead,
3, 2, 1, go! And that's for ordering calamari that one time.
you eat calamari by the bucket load, Ted.
Yeah, but I'm not daft enough to play this game.
I am amazed that no one's got a Kraken thwack yet, Ted. They won't soon forget that thwack from our Kraken friend.
Let's release the Kraken from its current duties and go check out the results.
And player one takes the top spot.
What in the world? 3 wins in a row. Are we counting that right?
Well, we've used our computers, so yeah, we should probably double check.
It's the game where we balance everyone on top of balls.
And then balance those balls on top of a tower.
With crocodiles at the base.
No, we had to remove those, remember the memo?
But we kept the bombs, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Go! Player one!
No, you're meant to avoid the bombs. Player 4 is skating perilously close to the edge. I'm always amazed. Oh, that is bad news for player 4. Player 2 has fallen off the tower.
And off the edge they go like a cartoon coyote. Good work, player one.
They've become,
And that's a wrecking ball, folks. Let's see how everyone did.
nicely done, player 1. What a performance!
And with 3 successive wins, what's it going to take to beat them, Paige?
Everyone else ganging up on them is part of an unfair conspiracy which shatters the moment anyone else wins.
One of the classics.
As always, it's Team 1 in purple and Team 2 in orange.
It's time for an out-of-this-world game of soccer as we play racquetball.
2 teams of 2 must use their rocket ships to knock the ball into the opponent's goal and keep it out of theirs.
So which team will work the best and score the most? Let's find out.
doing everything within their power to keep that ball out of their goal.
This reminds me, I'm actually doing my rocket pilot practical exam next week.
In that case, good luck to you, Ted.
The best thing is, they're letting me do it in the parking lot next to the studio.
And in that case, good luck to us instead.
Go, Team One! What a goal!
Some extremely deft rocket piloting from the team there.
What a play! This is some amazing defensive work from the teams.
Time is up.
Finish.
And right from the start, there was only one team in this game.
With a few tweaks like people instead of rockets and a smaller ball, that sport could really catch on down here.
I believe it already has, Ted.